Happy Sunday morning to everybody. There's a little bit of confusion about how our programs are working right now, so I wanted to address them in video format. It will be easier to do that than it will be to try to message 10 or 15 people a day, which is what I did yesterday. I think I spent half of my day yesterday explaining to people how the programs work and what I need from you. So we're going to start off with the Petstylist certification, which is the one that seems to be giving people the most trouble. Our Petstylist certification is a new program, relatively new. I've got 4 people who are certified in this, so that is fairly new. And it's the easiest program we have. This program allows you to use your grooming shop dogs, and it can be done in one day at the shop because you only need 4 dogs. And they can be dogs that you groom every month, every 2 months. I'd like to see 6 to 8 weeks worth of hair, so every 2-month clients are perfect for this. And what you need, the set of guidelines explains it, I thought, very well, but people are still having questions. So I'll read it to you so you can see what it says. In order to become an IGA pet stylist, you must complete 4 of the following 6 pet profiles. For distant certification, a video of each groom with 1.5 hours per groom being allowed to complete each groom. Now that does not include your prep. I want the prep done before you get to the table development. And close-up photos of the groom must be provided if being done via video. There is a blog post on the IGA blog about what I expect to see for photos. Daryl Connor's daughter, Rachel, has done some of the most beautiful photos for her terrier certification, and she allowed me to use them to show you the profile pictures that we need. So that's in the blog. If you're not registered for the site yet, let me know. We'll get you registered. It's easy. There needs to be more articles. I'm working on it, but I've been so sick that sometimes just getting out of bed in the mornings is hard. So just bear with me, y'all, but we're going to get there. That the photos must include a before photo to show what the dog looked like when you started, the ears, inside as well as the ear or the ear, pads and nails. I need to make sure they were done correctly for the dog, a front view, a side view stacked with the groomer who did the dog if possible. Now I understand that can be complicated, but you get your husband, your boyfriend, your child, your customer with the dog, somebody to take a picture real quick. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just give me something showing me the whole dog outline. A rear view. When you do a rear view, please raise the tail so I can see sanitary area. And then put it back down in the position it's supposed to go in. Get me another picture. I need a headshot. Straight this way and then a side view. And then anything else you want me to see. One of the best at this sent me a picture of all the tools she used. As she was picking up a pair of shears, she picked it up and explained to me why in the video. She said, this is why I'm doing this. This is the blades I used, and this is why I chose these blades. This is the snap-on comb I used, and this is why I chose that. That helps me know that you understand what you're doing. But I will tell you, if you don't tell me, you're going to get questioned on it in your written answers. Every written test that you have to take after every dog is going to be geared towards the dog that you groomed. It's going to be, why did you do this? What made you think to do this? Was there a reason why you chose to do it this way? What was his hair like before? That kind of thing. It's not going to be about where did he come from, what kind of color is he, all that. I don't care about that. I want to know why you did what you did and why you chose to do what you did. Now the videos can be uploaded to your channel. I actually also have a Vimeo account, so we can upload them there. I can add you as a guest author and you can upload to Vimeo. When they're done, I can delete it if you want, but nobody has access to the Vimeo account except me and whoever uploads your video. So it will be you or whoever did that for you. I can also, if you want to, set it up for you to do a live stream to my phone over Alexa. You can do a YouTube live stream. You can do a Facebook live stream private to me. But that has to be done on a Monday, and it has to be arranged in advance so that I can set my schedule up to sit and watch it. I'm more than happy to do that if you're having trouble uploading. Also, if you are having a hard time getting a very large video uploaded, don't really worry about that so much. Get me little snippets, like get me a little video clip of you doing the foot area. Get me a video of you handling the dog. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to know that, number one, you groomed that dog, and number two, that your handling skills are good. I don't want to see a lot of jerking, snatching, yanking, twisting, hitting. If you do that, you are out of you're just gone. I'm not going to put up with that, obviously. But somebody submitted a video where they actually smacked the dog. Can you believe they'd do that? I don't know why you would do that. So anyway, it's basically the video is to show me that you're handling the dog and that you know how to use your equipment correctly. That's all I'm looking for. Because you're using pet grooms to achieve this certificate, it can easily be done in one day at most shops. Book the dogs you've chosen for the same day. Bring them all in at one time, get them all bathed and prepped, and then groom them. And nobody's going to take an hour and a half on most of these pet grooms. So you're talking 45 minutes per dog maybe, on most, I would think, 45 minutes to an hour to get these things done. One girl's video was 15 minutes, but the dog was perfect when she was done. It was an outline trim on a Pomeranian. She did it with chunkers, and that sucker looked great enough I wouldn't have even flinched at charging $100 for it. So they don't have to take an hour and a half. It takes you as long as it takes you, but no more than an hour and a half. Does that make sense? Personally, if it were me, I'd schedule my best dogs, I'd schedule my easiest dogs, and I would schedule the fastest dogs that I can do, so I can get them done and get them out and get this over and done with and get it off my head. But we need to talk about what you have to groom in order to do this. And it's so simple. I'm trying to make this really easy for people. Your 6 basic profiles are right here, and I'll read them to you because I know you're not going to be able to see it from there. A kennel cut, which would be the same length body and a styled head. The head is groomer's choice. You do whatever you want to do. It must be longer than a 4-blade. I would prefer snap-on combs or scissoring, but you can do whatever as long as it's longer than a 4. Mixed breeds are definitely accepted. What I'm looking for is neatness, tightness, and a balance. You want the dog's balance to be correct. The tail, the ears, the head, it should all balance with whatever you've done on the body. And that's sort of an example. It's not a good picture, but it's the one I had present when I was doing the video or the booklet. So something like that. That dog, by the way, weighs 3.5 pounds. So you might not be the best choice for some people, but that also is going to show me that you know what you're doing. And then we have what most people call a lamb or a teddy bear trim, which would be a shorter body and longer legs. The body must be no shorter than a 4F, and the legs must be noticeably longer. Purebred and mixed breeds accepted. Snap-on combs, scissoring, chunkers. I don't care how you get there as long as the dog is done well and balanced for the breed or mix, and the head, tail, ears, and all of that work as a cohesive groom. Again, not the best picture, but you get the idea. Shorter body, longer legs, teddy bear trim. A long-legged terrier clip, Schnauzer clip, Lakeland, soft-coated Wheaton, Kerry Blue, those things. Those are your long-legged terriers. They can be done on a Schnauzer, and a simple Schnauzer trim is super for most people. It's usually what I see is Schnauzers. But you also have, like my dog George here, who was done like a Lakey. He was a Schnoodle, best dog in the world. Mixed breeds are perfectly acceptable. Again, what I'm looking for is that the pattern is correct, that it is set correctly on the dog. And remember, your skirt lines are going to be different. And yes, I said skirt. I don't care. I'm not that particular. Your lines are going to be different based on the dog's conformation. So you set them the way you think they need to be set. But they need to be balanced. The work needs to be tight and clean. And the head, tail, ears need to match the body. Easy enough? Short-legged terrier clip. Westie, Scotty, Sealyham. Again, you can do them on purebreds, mixed breeds. Doesn't bother me. However you get there, you get there. Doesn't have to be all the way to the floor either. It can be a shorter version. My favorite Westie in the whole wide world has legs about this long, but it's a beautiful Westie trim. So by all means, use that. Show me your lines are correct. That's what I'm looking for. I want to know that you know how to set the head, you know how to do the ears, you know how to make a carrot tail, you know how to set your lines on each dog. That's what I'm looking for. Tight, neat work, but lines are the most important part. A skirted pattern. And then people look at me like, what? Like a cocker. Years ago, it was very common to put a Shih Tzu in a cocker pattern because people wanted the long hair on the Shih Tzus, but they couldn't handle all of it. So you'd take the back off, set it that way. I still do something similar to that on little Yorkies that want less hair. We call it a Westie trim, but technically it's a cocker pattern because the body is set more cockery than Westie, but clients get Westie because of the round head that goes with it. And again, the head should match the body, but that can be a Westie. That could be a cocker. You do a cocker in a Suburban, like short back and longer legs, that's perfectly fine. You can definitely do that. All of that's easy. This is, again, something that most of us do in our salons, and this is not, again, a great picture, but you see, something like that would work great. That's Bubba. He's kind of cool. But something like that would work great. And then you have an outline trim. And this one confuses people, and I'm really not 100% sure why. But that would be full-coated Yorkies, Lhasas, Pomeranians, Golden Retrievers, any double-coated dog like an Australian Shepherd. Anything that all you're doing is touching up the outside of the dog and the underline area. I have a full-coated Shih Tzu named Colby that would be perfect for this because he gets slightly stacked feet, an underline that's sculpted in, and then his head is in a tie-up. But something like that is what I'm looking for. A Pomeranian that you have scissored all over outline. A Yorkie that's in full coat that you then go in and bevel the underline and shape it up. That's what I'm looking for. Make sense? So while you don't have to do all 6 of these, you do need to pick 4. It can be any 4. I don't care which. Pick 4. Groom them. Get me a short video of you doing the dog. Photos up close and personal. And again, you can refer to the blog for those photos. And send it to me. We'll talk afterwards via text message, messenger, email. You'll answer my questions and you'll be done. That can literally be done in about 6 hours of time. So don't tell me it can't be done. Don't tell me it's hard. This can be done in 1 day. This is easy. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope so. Now, one more video explaining our new programs in depth and going from there. Okay? If you have any questions, email me, please. DebiHilley@gmail.com. DebbieHilley@gmail.com. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. I'm tired, and after the next little video clip I shoot, I'm going home and relaxing for a little bit. My sarcoidosis is killing me right now, and I really need a break. But this had to be explained.